There has been so much happening that I don't even know what's happening anymore, guys. This is just crazy. Gold telegraph has tweeted out, BlackRock says Europe will spiral into a very severe recession. We have to talk about this, guys. The European energy utilities that might be facing a margin call of €1 trillion would agree, I am sure. Now, I don't understand why these people keep stating recession this and recession that, right? Because they 100% fully know we are stepping into what? A depression. At the very least, guys, right? And guess who's stating this? BlackRock. These huge institutions. So we should probably pay attention. But usually the opposite does take place at the end of the day. But listen to this, guys, from Unusual Whales. This is just crazy. Just in, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said that Americans could experience a spike in gas prices in winter when the European Union significantly cuts back on buying Russian oil. I can't believe it, right? So we're talking about globally here, guys. The sanctions are hurting us more than Russia. Hurting Russian people, not the leadership. Always same with sanctions, right? Only hurting the poor. And you know what's odd about what's happening right now with this whole situation? Listen to this. Just in time for the federal gas tax holiday to end. How convenient, but right after the election as well, guys. How convenient, right? It's odd. Very odd that this is all happening at a specific moment in time, right? But then it connects to this tweet, guys. I don't even know what to say anymore. Look at this. US national debt nears $31 trillion and counting, right? 3113, guys. So what's even going on at this point, guys? Literally, look what's happening. All these things, right? And now this is another problem to add into the equation. What is this telling us, guys? That they truly do want to collapse the system. Not want, but will take place, guys, right? So I didn't want to talk about one more thing back here. That, remember, about only hurting the poor. Because why? Obviously all of this, right? And winter isn't even here yet. One more thing. All these rich and wealthy people, right, are what? Invested into these digital assets, right? That they know, the people in the know, 1000% know that when the collapse does hit, the chosen assets will go up and never stop while everything else parallel falls to the ground, right? And burns, metaphorically. But that is when it's the best and the greatest time to buy, guys, those other cheap assets. But in my belief, when the collapse happens, when the reset does take place, gold, silver, XRP rise like nothing's even happening, right? Not financial advice though. Which then connects to this tweet. I just got a notice from my mortgage company of a new C relief forbearance. I don't have to pay for another 3 months. I haven't paid my mortgage for 2 years and my mortgage company said we understand, don't worry about it. Nasara, debt free. Now, I'm not really quite sure what's taking place. I will leave the links down in the description below so you guys can investigate further. But you know what's interesting about this, right? Is this right here. Pool did tell us that the debt will be wiped out. Look at this, guys. Debt to be wiped out, right? And what is the United States national debt right here? $31 trillion. So something tells me we are nearing the climax, right? The finale of all of this, guys. The journey will come to a conclusion, right? Data tweet out. So XRP is a stablecoin? The capital markets company said yes. Wait, what? Distributed Ledger Technology and Cross-Border Institutional Payments White Paper. So I wonder what's the pegged value. Look at this, guys. This is just crazy. Basically, we see all of this. But if you go to this page, a scenario where institutions constantly agree upon conversion rates for each trade value would slow transactions down considerably. Instead, the institutions could utilize a stablecoin of choice, such as Ripple. Wait guys, they state Ripple right there. If we go up here, then we see XRP, right? Basically, or one developed in their consortium. According to Ripple, cross-border transactions using its system take under 7 seconds to occur. Now, each member bank could purchase an amount of the stablecoin. Wow. They then peg to the value of their currency of choice at the time of the transaction and trade it across the network to then be cashed out on the receiving end for the currency of choice. Each member bank would then have the option of using a stablecoin to enable transactions across the border and conduct the transactions over multiple currencies and forms of collateral. Now, a stablecoin, right? If we go down here, guys, it won't be stable at $1, right? Stable at $10,000, guys. This is quite interesting to say the least, right? So, what price could it truly be? Maybe, just maybe, it'll have spikes, right? Different price sets. Perhaps, guys. This is just fascinating, right? Now, watch over Putin commenting on the loss of trust in the US dollar, euro, and the dollarization of global trade. He is making clear here the strategy of China, Russia, and the BRICS alliance. Sound on. Listen to this, guys.
We have seen the loss of trust in the dollar and the euro and the pound as the currencies in which you can carry out transactions, hold deposits or assets. And that is why step by step we are moving away from the use of these unreliable, compromised currencies. And incidentally, even the US's allies are decreasing the assets denominated in dollars steadily. That is what the statistics tells us. The volume of transactions in dollars and the assets, everything is being...
This is why there needs to be a currency that's not biased, right? That's agnostic in nature, guys. That's neutral, right? Come on, guys. It's all making sense right here. That even if these systems are isolated, right, away from these other systems, at the end, it'll all be bridged and linked together, right? This is fascinating. Aside from all that news, guys, let's talk about the SEC case and the update that's taking place right here. So, basically, scheduling update as of September 12, 2022. With a date specific to the motions for summary judgment. Guys, the question is, when will this all end? Come on. I know. It's actually crazy, guys, because I have a theory about all of this, which we talked about a few times before. That, before I do state the theory, let's see the dates right there. So, September 13th, September 15th, September 19th, right? Very fascinating and interesting dates. And we see October and November as well. Attorney Jeremy did state that possible settlement could be taking place by now to end of November, if I'm not mistaken. So hey, we should probably pay attention, right? So here is a theory that we have been talking about for a little bit. That all of this will conclude at the same time as an external event takes place, right? An important one, guys. A significant external event. And guess what else is happening? XLS 20 is being delayed a little bit. Flare as well, right? This is just merely speculation, but I believe this all concludes at around the same time frame, right? All of these events, to say the least. They are basically talking about the XLS 20 specification. A fix will be needed, and it will necessitate an amendment, guys, right? Now, all the money is sweet out. Have you heard of AIR, the Alliance for Innovative Regulation? This is fascinating. What do you see, guys? David Schwartz. Which lays out what a digitally native regulatory system will look like and how to build it. Guess who is part of that team? Oh, David Schwartz. Guys, the Ripple team basically is everywhere, right? How don't people see what's taking place? Now, last but not least, quote, if you don't have haters, you're doing something wrong. that should mean XRP is doing everything right. There we go, guys. It's that simple, right? Because why? A lot of people hate on XRP. And this, I mean, I could understand why they hate the current system, right? That we are governed by. But at the end of the day, what do we state right here, guys? Is that if it's going to take place anyway, you might as well take advantage of the opportunity and use that money or wealth to do good action with that wealth, guys, for something positive, right? So we can always turn, because we are alchemists, guys, we can always turn something bad, something negative into a positive, right? There we go. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys, please leave a like, subscribe, so amazing. Anyways, see ya.